Hi, I'm Joe,
And I'm Filip.
and today we are at Studio RRS in Stockholm, Sweden. And I thought we'd take a look at how we mic drums in a live situation because there are a few differences when miking drums for live and studio, right?
Yes, so in a studio environment, you usually have a room that is very good sounding.
Right?
So you have room mics capturing this beautiful room that you have invested a lot of money in.
For sure.
But in a live situation, you don't have a good sounding room. You have a stage, and usually the stages, they aren't that well sounding.
No, a lot of the time it's quite crappy stage sound.
Yeah, so what you want to do in a live situation is mic the drums so you only hear the drums and not the room stage.
Right.
Yeah, so today we are going through how we mic all of these drums, and you will hear the sound from all the microphones unprocessed. And afterwards, you will hear a complete mix from a gig that we did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right. And it's actually this exact drum kit with these exact mics, but with a real drummer.
Yeah.
Because none of us are real drummers. So, yeah, let's start with channel number 1.
Kick drum. Okay, so channel number 1, kick drum in. We are using an SE Electronics microphone. It's called BL8, and it's a condenser microphone, and it is actually the only condenser microphone we are using on the whole drum kit. When we are placing the microphones on the drums, we use our in-ears and soloing the microphone so we can hear exactly what is happening. All right, next up, kick out microphone. We are using also from SE Electronics the V kick, and it's in modern style. All right, so for the next microphone, we have the V7X from SE Electronics for the snare drum over. And it's mounted on this arm from Small Rig. And it's because every mic is attached to the drum rack. So for transportation and quick setup, we have all the arms on the drum rack all the time. So now we're listening to the V7X. All right, next up, snare drum under. And it's a V beat from SE Electronics. And I place it like this. And then I move this freely so we can hear the snares. All right, next up, we have another snare and it's lower tuned. So the over mic is also a V beat from SE Electronics, and it's actually pointed away from the hi-hat to reduce some hi-hat noises. And now the under microphone, also a V beat from SE Electronics. Okay, so for tom microphones, usually we see that people they clip on the microphone and then they point the microphone down like this. And then you can hear the sound from that now. What we usually do is that we place the microphone over the tom, and now you can hear the difference. And then we're doing the same thing with all the toms. So place and
So these cymbals are not the one that Gustav uses on the tour. He uses a clap stack, a few more small splashes, and one more crash. But this is what we have today. So let's have a look at the hi-hat. So for the hi-hat, we are using the Lewitt DTP 340, and the reason is really that we actually ran out of SE mics. We have a lot of SE mics, but we are doing 3 tours, so yeah, we ran out. Do you hear that, SE? We need more mics. All right, so we are using the Lewitt mic for the clap stack, this one, and for the hi-hat. So for overheads, we see most people mic overheads like this. You have one mic straight up from one of the cymbals and another mic on the other side. This is what I would say 90% of people do. But after 2 days of testing overhead microphone placements, we found that this is not the way to do it. This is the way to do it. So we have this dynamic mic, and this is actually, it's good looking and it sounds amazing. And this is the Warm Audio WA19. It's a dynamic mic and the pattern is quite close. So we use this and shoot it kind of across. So this mic is pointing basically like on this cymbal, even though it's on this side. And it might look funny, but it sounds really good. And from the left side, from the drummer's perspective, again, this is not the way to do it, according to us. This is the way to do it. We have, again, the WA19, and this one is pointing kind of in the middle towards the splash that usually are right here. So the splash will be kind of in the center of the image. And we also found that the V-Beats is working really well as the vocal mic for the drummer because of the rejection of all the drums.
All right, Joe. So to summarize,
Yeah.
what we do is that we solo every mic individually. When someone is playing the drum, then we can place the microphone where we think it sounds the best. And then we do this with all the microphones. And then we can start doing some processing on all the channels.
Right. And we actually do this procedure every day. So because every stage sounds a bit different, the drums sound a bit different from day to day. So every day we go through this procedure.
Yeah. And when we are on tour, then we have the processing for the channel. It's done.
Right.
Kind of. But then we can solo the microphone with the processing.
Yeah.
So we can hear all the nice EQ changes and the dynamics that we have done on all the channels.
And now you will hear the drum mix and the full mix from the tour we are doing right now. It's an artist called Pernilla Wahlgren. The drummer is called Gustav Seltman, and it's this kit, these mics, but Gustav actually knows how to play.
Yeah.
So let's have a listen. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. All right, take care.
Bye.